Personal protection. 1. It's said that humans learn the hard way. Children learn to walk by falling and getting hurt. A country learns to make good laws after living under hardship. A new and inexperienced worker learns their job by making mistakes. This applies to protective equipment as well. Behind every piece of protective gear used here, there's a story of blood, pain, and death. Perhaps not here, but somewhere else. Take eye protection. For centuries, workers in hundreds of trades suffered eye injuries. Thousands lost their sight because of these injuries. These capable men, strong enough to work, became beggars due to workplace accidents. They tried to learn to do their jobs as safely as possible. But eye injuries kept happening. For decades, in the early industrial era, many workers lost their sight. Until someone decided to invent protective eyewear to prevent these injuries. Some of you may have laughed at this inventor. But over time, it has been proven that workers who wear eye protection suffer far fewer eye injuries than those who don't. The idea of protecting our vision has become more rooted. And today there is a wide variety of eye protection, each designed to prevent injuries in specific jobs. Humans learn slowly. But over the centuries, we've learned a lot. And we have the advantage of learning from others' mistakes, without having to make them ourselves. We don't have to wait for a coworker to lose their sight. Too many have already lost it for us to wait for another example. To prove the need for protection, we can benefit without paying the price of suffering or even blindness. What we've said about eye protection also applies to safety shoes and helmets. Thousands of crushed feet and broken skulls have been the price paid by humanity to learn the need for protection for both head and feet, and to understand the devices that provide this protection. The price has been high, but what we need to do is reap the benefits. What we've said about eye, head, and foot protection applies to any other personal protection that needs to be worn or used. Each of these devices was designed by people who studied the problem and saw how many workers died, were mutilated, or disabled in accidents. They set out to stop the loss of lives and health. They worked to test and improve these devices. They had to improve safety gear when someone paid with their blood and suffering. When you're told to use personal protective equipment, instead of complaining, be thankful. You live in an industrial era where efforts are made to protect workers' lives. And you work in a plant where management strives, by all means, to ensure you always wear the appropriate personal protection.